competition.
That was Hannah Gard. That was cheesy.
I just wonder if he plans these out in advance, because that was good. I mean, that was a good one. I don't know if he thought that through or if it was off the dome.
Barely.
Impressive. Impressive. Well, we're talking about great weather today, especially compared to how dreary it's been the past couple of days. Plenty of sunshine, blue skies. Some high-level clouds out there, but it's mostly just going to be sun today. We still stay somewhat humid and very, very warm. Those temperatures are climbing quickly now that we have that sunshine. We're in the 60s across the area, almost to 70 degrees at the airport and also in Homa. We do have a little bit of a northerly component to that breeze, so it's slightly less humid than we've been, especially with all of the moisture we've had around. And we did see some fog this morning, though, because we still are keeping a little bit of that humidity. The fog has mostly cleared out. We are still seeing a little bit impaired visibility where I think it's starting to lift. It was mostly up on the North Shore still just about an hour ago, but the fog is going to clear now that we're later in the morning hours. We'll get to the upper 70s today. We are looking at another chance for some patchy fog tomorrow morning as well, but it's going to be more breezy with that humidity increasing, temperatures to 80 degrees, and then once again in those upper 70s, maybe some low 80s on Friday. But we are tracking a storm chance at the end of the week. The reason for that, we're seeing low pressure moving out now. You can actually see the broad spin across the southeast there. That's putting us on the drier side of the system. But look at this moisture that's already starting to stream up to the north across Texas into Oklahoma. It's feeding into the next system that's coming. Right now, it's a big, broad, low pressure system offshore of California, but you're starting to see some of this high pressure to the south getting pushed over to the east by that low. So it's about to make its way into the western U.S. This is a really broad upper level low, but by Friday, you see the diverging winds in the upper levels of the atmosphere. That's lift, and typically we look for a severe weather threat with those conditions. Now the low is pretty far to the north of us. It pulls north quickly Friday into Saturday, so we're a little detached from what is the root of this severe weather system. But we still have a chance to see some strong to severe storms. We're also watching for a flood threat. Because we're so detached from that low, the storms are not going to be moving very quickly. So humid, dry through the middle of the week. Then we start to see that humidity streaming up to the north, and you see those storms popping up. Friday, farther up to the north from us, we don't get it really until the afternoon. But the isolated nature of these storms, certainly something to watch for that severe potential, especially with all of those ingredients. But again, that low is somewhat disengaged from us, which means that they could be fairly slow moving. And notice we get training. This rain is going over the same areas over and over again. So that's something that we'll watch for with the flood threat. We are in that level 2 out of 5 severe risk. What that means, we could see damaging winds. We'll have to watch for a isolated tornado threat, maybe some hail, but mostly that heavy rainfall. We're also in a level 2 of 4 flooding risk for Friday with those training storms. So that will certainly be our concern because we're very saturated. We had a lot of rainfall over the past week or so, guys. So we'll be monitoring that for Friday. But into the weekend, behind that cold front, it's going to be somewhat cool in the mornings. We'll have 40s, 50s, and we'll see 60s for the afternoon.
Eke out a pretty nice weekend then, too, huh?
Yeah, it'll look really nice for the weekend, finally, because it's been kind of stormy the past 2 weekends.
We will have paid our dues, I think.
Yes, we will. We deserve this.
All right, that's right. All right, thank you, Hannah. Well, in the last 30 minutes, Nikki